In the beginning, there was only chaos, a vast nothingness. From this void emerged Gaia, the earth, and Eros, the force of love. Gaia gave birth to Uranus, the sky, who together with Gaia created the Titans. However, Uranus despised his offspring and imprisoned them deep within the earth. Desperate to free her children, Gaia crafted a mighty sickle and gave it to her son Cronus. In a daring ambush, Cronus castrated Uranus, whose severed genitals fell into the sea, giving birth to other mythical beings. With Uranus overthrown, Cronus liberated his Titan siblings, ushering in the age of the Titans. Cronus married the Titaness Rhea, and together they produced the major gods. However, a prophecy warned Cronus that one of his children would dethrone him. To prevent this, Cronus devoured each of his offspring at birth. Rhea, heartbroken, sought Gaia's help to save her youngest, Zeus. When Zeus was born, Rhea tricked Cronus by feeding him a stone wrapped in swaddling clothes. Zeus was hidden on Mount Ida in Crete, where he was nurtured until he was strong enough to challenge Cronus. Upon maturity, Zeus confronted his father, forcing him to regurgitate his siblings, thus igniting a war between the gods and the Titans. This epic battle, known as the Titanomachy, raged for 12 years. Zeus freed the Cyclopes and the 100-handed giants, who were imprisoned by Cronus, gaining their invaluable aid. The Cyclopes bestowed Zeus with his iconic thunderbolt, Poseidon with a powerful trident, and Hades with a helm of darkness. These divine weapons turned the tide of battle. The vanquished Titans were cast into Tartarus, a deep abyss within the underworld, marking the beginning of the gods' dominion. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades drew lots to divide the realms. Zeus became the ruler of the sky, Poseidon the lord of the seas, and Hades the king of the underworld. Zeus, as the king of the gods, reigned from his throne on Mount Olympus, the abode of the immortals. His symbols, the thunderbolt and the eagle, were both a warning and a source of inspiration to mortals. Zeus controlled all weather phenomena, from thunderstorms to gentle breezes, and was the protector of homes and guests. He married his sister Hera, who bore him goddesses and mortal women alike, fathering many gods and heroes, including Athena, Hermes, Apollo, Artemis, Persephone, Dionysus, Perseus, and Hercules. Poseidon, one of the most formidable gods, ruled the oceans and was also associated with earthquakes and horses. His underwater palace was even more splendid than his abode on Mount Olympus. Sailors often prayed and sacrificed to Poseidon to ensure safe voyages, as his wrath was feared. Poseidon's grudges could lead to devastating consequences, as seen in the story of King Minos and the Minotaur. Minos, the ruler of Crete, withheld his finest bull from Poseidon. In retaliation, Poseidon made Minos' wife fall in love with the bull, resulting in the birth of the monstrous Minotaur. Hades, the eldest of the three brothers, presided over the underworld, the realm of the dead. He shared his throne with Persephone, whom he abducted to be his queen. The underworld was guarded by various entities, including the ferryman Charon, who transported souls across the river Styx in exchange for a coin, often placed in the mouths of the deceased. Cerberus, the three-headed dog, guarded the gates of the underworld, preventing the dead from leaving and the living from entering. Souls were judged by the three judges of the underworld and sent to either Elysium, the Asphodel Meadows, or Tartarus based on their deeds in life. Hera, Zeus's sister and wife, was the goddess of marriage and women, deeply revered in Greek society. She was known for her vengeful nature, especially against Zeus's lovers and their offspring. Notable examples include her attempts to hinder the births of Apollo and Artemis, and her relentless persecution of Hercules, one of Zeus's illegitimate sons. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, sprang fully armed from Zeus's forehead after he swallowed her pregnant mother. Metis, Athena was a protector of heroes and was particularly fond of Odysseus. She was highly venerated in Athens, city named in her honor, and her temple, the Parthenon, celebrated her virginity. Ares, the god of war, represented the brutal and chaotic aspects of warfare. His affair with Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, while she was married to Hephaestus, led to a scandalous exposure by Hephaestus, who trapped the lovers in an invisible net. Aphrodite, associated with beauty and love, played a pivotal role in many myths, including the events leading to the Trojan War. She promised Paris, the Prince of Troy, the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen, leading to the conflict between Troy and Sparta. Artemis, the twin sister of Apollo, was the goddess of the hunt and the protector of wildlife. She fiercely guarded her chastity and punished those who violated her privacy, such as the hunter Actaeon, whom she transformed into a stag and set his own dogs upon him. Apollo, a versatile god associated with the sun, music, prophecy, and healing, established the Oracle of Delphi, one of the most important religious sites in ancient Greece. Hermes, the messenger of the gods and the patron of thieves, was known for his cunning and trickery. He often served as a mediator between the gods and mortals. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, was devastated when Hades abducted her daughter, Persephone. Her grief caused a severe famine, prompting Zeus to broker a deal where Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades and the rest with Demeter, explaining the seasons. Hephaestus, the god of blacksmiths, was thrown from Olympus by Hera for being lame. Despite this, he became a master craftsman, creating many of the gods' weapons and armor, including Achilles' shield. Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry, was celebrated for his ability to inspire ecstasy and madness. His followers, the Maenads and Satyrs, were known for their frenzied and hedonistic celebrations. The Greek gods embody the full spectrum of human virtues and vices, illustrating timeless tales of power, betrayal, love, and revenge. These myths have shaped Western culture, providing a rich tapestry of stories that continue to inspire and captivate audiences today. Thank you for watching.